Hello twin flames, happy Monday. This is Victoria and I'm ready to do your daily energy check. We're back to our regular format, so I'm gonna do a check-in for both divine masculines and divine feminines, and of course the energy of the connection at this time. I've got a few of my oracle decks with me. I also have one of my decks with messages from divine masculines to feminines, so we're gonna get busy. All right, let's get started right away. And please remember that this is a general message, so it will not resonate for everybody, but if it does, please support me and my channel, subscribe, share, like, comment, anything you prefer. I would appreciate that greatly. And yeah, thanks to those who have been doing that. I'm also accepting donations, and I have a wish list on Amazon, so if you'd like to support me that way, please feel free. And of course, wish list is all based on the cards and different products that I will be using for this channel, so check it out, it's in the description box below. Okay, so we got the F energy, we're gonna get the M energy now, and I'll pull some clarifiers as well. I'm using the deck from Sophia Charles today. Haven't used it for a while, but it's called to me today. I don't know why. We'll see. We'll see why. Actually, I will start the message with the oracle card for each of the twins to kind of get an overall sense of what's going on right now. Okay. Energy of the connection, please. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Happiness. That's the Nine of Cups. In this card, in this deck, it's called Happiness. But you can tell that the twins are in a happy mood today, which is great, especially considering we have Mercury retrograde upon us. Oof. But, you know, there's always the breakages in communication and ways we cannot get our message across or receive something is one of the main reasons to go within, right? Any planet in retrograde is actually asking us to go within, but for different areas, right? And Mercury is responsible for communication and thinking. So it basically asks us to go within rather than go outward with communication in this case. Go within, focus on yourself and communicate with yourself, with the higher self, with your spirit guides, you know, focus on that spiritual communication that's more internal rather than external. But yeah, if you have any technology malfunction, anything like that, you know why. You can always blame it on Mercury retrograde. So, oracle card for divine feminine, please. And masculine. I took some time out this weekend and needed to catch up on my own, you know, household chores, and also to just take a break and do something for myself, which was great actually. I'm so much more refreshed now. Okay, we've got 3 cards, but I'll keep them. They wanted to come out, so bottom of the deck here, rejuvenate and rain. Clear the past, heal the present. For some of you, at least, it's relevant. Clear the past, heal the present. Yeah, there is a deep meaning in that, because and if in your area where you are based, it's raining today, that's a confirmation for you that it brings that rejuvenating energy into the air. So if you, I mean, I'm not suggesting you take a walk in the rain, but if you have a chance to take a walk at least after the rain, while it's still this freshness still in the air, and you can breathe it in, maybe do a little meditation, that should work, you know, as a healing exercise for you. Because of course the connection between clearing the past and healing your present is direct, since if we don't release that baggage, if we don't transmute any negativity and unresolved issues, any traumas, we take them with us, right? And they clutter our present. Even if it's not the same situation, even if it never happens to us again, the emotion, the fear, the hurt that is associated with it is still with us, especially if we didn't transmute it, if we didn't process it, we didn't understand why it happened. Or there is this, like, our psyche immediately thinks that we don't deserve. If we are hurt in any way, if we are in danger in any way, it's like, yeah, if in danger, like, I don't want this to happen again, right? I don't want to put myself in danger. If it's pain, we immediately, like, subconsciously, we feel that we don't deserve it. And we either suppress that experience where we had pain, usually when it's really traumatic, really hits us hard. Or if we don't, we remember it, at least it remains as that wound, as that scar, if we don't transmute it, if we don't work on it. And sometimes transmutation takes time, depending on the harshness of the situation. So give yourself some compassion on that, but remember that it's still important to work on that, to process it, not just say, well, okay, well, you know, it happened, just have to live with it. No, that doesn't work. No, it's still gonna linger with you until you work through it properly, whether through therapy, through esoterics, through at least karma work, chakra work. You know, there are different approaches, and if you are in doubt, you can contact me, I can talk to you more about it. But whichever, through religion, of course, too, through meditation and prayer, but start asking yourself, you know, kind of going more into what was the meaning of that experience in your life. What was it supposed to add, what kind of value to bring? What kind of lesson to teach you? Or somebody else who was involved. That's also a possibility. Have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the clarifier deck. That means that there's definitely, the wheel is turning, right? So there is some divine intervention into where twin flame journey is right now. So this happiness is actually caused by the work that the twins have put in recently, but also this is a gift from the divine on that work. On that work well done. Okay, so divine feminines, you've got the overcoming obstacles card. You can overcome anything. How powerful is that message? You can overcome anything. And look what we've got for your main energy. We've got the sun clarified by the moon. Not even joking, not even joking. It's your yin and yang, it's your masculine and feminine at its best. That's the key to success right now, and to overcoming anything. Whatever challenge you see on your journey right now, in your life in general, like, it's all part of the journey one way or another, right? In your 3D, in your spiritual growth, your finances, your relationships, anything at all, however hard it seems, anything is possible. And this is how. Because when you are blending those energies, when you're balancing them within you, that's where you get the most out of your mastery, out of the energy potential you have. And as twin flames, we have grand bounds of potential, right? But it has to be in balance. Okay, again, there are meditations for that, for balancing your masculine and feminine. For a few of you, I'm hearing it's also about balancing your attitude in certain situations. So, for example, it could be useful. I've done this exercise myself actually a few times. To kind of, you have like a problem statement, some situation, something where you need to find a solution, or at least you need to take a step with regards to do something about it, in easier words. Try the feminine approach and the masculine approach, from like the purest that purest perspective, right? Masculine's more driven, more action-based, more direct, more willful. And the feminine, more empathetic, more compassionate, more about feelings, right? And intuition, more intuitively driven. So it's masculine, more logical, more action-driven, feminine, more intuitively driven, more about energetic essence of it, right? And then see, like it says, those options, look at them. There's a good chance that you're gonna find some third option that's gonna have elements of both of those, and that's gonna be the best one because it's gonna be a balanced one. Masculines have got, oh, first of all, sorry, the cards. Embracing enthusiasm, infinite abundance, and protected by angels. Wow, speaking of that Wheel of Fortune, right? You are cherished by the angels. Then abundance is pouring into your life, and shout to the heavens with happiness. Yes, so it's very important to show your enthusiasm, to give thanks to angels, especially if you're seeing that happiness card, if you're acknowledging the reward that you're getting in the physical for the work you've done. Acknowledge that it was, your collaboration with the higher power, with the divine, in some shape or form, whichever your beliefs are. And be enthusiastic about that. Give thanks and set your intentions for bringing that extra abundance. Make kind of, it's important to understand that whatever gift you've been given at this point in time, I'm hearing, is just a milestone. It's just an intermediate reward. So don't just settle for it. Don't just think, okay, I'm successful now, and then nothing. Or just go like, I'm seeing like a straight line, like plateau. No, this is like encouragement on your way, on your journey, going further, farther, whatever your occupation is, however you see your spiritual path, your mission, you're supposed to be taking it farther. That's the message from this reward, whatever it is, some sort of acknowledgement of your work and of your accomplishments. And for the cards, we have Seven of Cups in reverse, clarified by King of Wands. So this time, divine masculines, I see, especially with that strong sun and moon energy for the feminines, masculines are really seeing feminine as the only choice forward, the only wise choice forward. Yes, it's driven by this intuitive power, by their shamanic essence at this time. But intuitively, they still can't put all the facts together logically, why it makes sense. A lot of times it doesn't, right? But intuitively, they feel this strong pull. They start seeing visions, dreams about you two, being together, living together, sharing your life and your path, right? Doing all kinds of things together. So just kind of like being life partners, truly. That choice becomes so clear to them at this time. They don't consider options. They don't consider, okay, but maybe if this doesn't work out, then I'll have this. Or I might try this person out and we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. No doubt at this point. Connection energy. And I'll consider the rejuvenating rain as the connection oracle card. We have Temperance, and I love this card in this deck. Look at that. How beautiful it is, especially with the rainbow. Sorry, I'm hiding from the sun a little bit. My windows are overlooking west, so this time of the day it's just super, super sunny. Yeah, so you see this, they're making this magic potion, and this is the symbol of twins, really. They look like Siam twins here, but on some level, it's really just one higher self. It's just one person, right? The masculine and the feminine side. That's what we saw with the sun and the moon. To me, it's a very similar in its spirit, similar thing, but this is one card. We just saw it in two different cards. The alchemy is happening of smoothing out, I'm hearing, any rough edges and anything that twins may find doubtful about their twin counterpart, that they would have like, I don't know, they have a little bit of that fear, like, yeah, I don't know about that, how somebody will take it, or whatever is gonna happen to me if I do it, if I go for it. That's all, the doubt's gone. We have Seven of Swords, Strength, and Knight of Cups here. Yeah, and Seven of Swords in this deck is where there is, you know, you see the sun, it's kind of bringing in light on where maybe twins were not, they were not sharing the unconditional love. They did not have the strength to show compassion to their partner. They did not have patience for this alchemy to happen. This is all coming to light and causing the twins to reconsider their behavior, to forgive themselves and their partners, and to move forward in a more stable energy. If you're feeling like in your connection there's still problems with those things, then those are the areas to pay attention to, right? And if you are confident that your twin had done you wrong, that there is no excuse for that, then at least consider, or you don't know at least about those, right? So for you, they don't exist. Consider that we don't know the whole story, right, of what's happening with the other person. And in twin flame journey, oftentimes it's for a reason. So even if we try to find out, oftentimes we don't get to do that. Because part of the experiencing of the lesson is to kind of learn to show this compassion and forgiveness and unconditional love without knowing all the facts. Because then it's still a condition, right? If you know what truly happened and why they had reasons for acting the way they did or saying what they said, then it's not unconditional anymore, because now you understand the conditions of why you are releasing that, right? Okay, I'm gonna pull cards from the Keepers of the Light. They're surprisingly purpley as well to match my dress. I swear it wasn't on purpose. But yeah, let's see. Let's get a card of guidance for Diaz first. Okay. We got Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Oh my God. That was the topic of our reading today. And that sun and moon energy. Oh my God. Seriously. Once again, just, I mean, come on. I mean, you can't make it up, right? And for divine masculines, please, one card. All right, we've got Bridget, Inner Strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Recognize that you have the power, divine masculines. You are the masculine force. Sometimes, and divine feminines, keep that in mind as well, sometimes hard for divine masculines in this dynamic because they feel, and there is a good reason behind it, they feel that divine feminines are in a leadership position. And that intuitively is not feminine, right? Masculines are supposed to be in charge, to do the courtship, right? To make the first step and to be in a more powerful position, to be that big, like, source of strength, to be able to protect their woman, to provide for them. And that includes financially as well. And a lot of cases with twin flames, it's not like that in reality. Or it's not like that for a very long stretch of the journey. And one of the blockages that masculines have is because they don't feel like they could be truly masculine and in power in this relationship. So part of their lesson a lot of times is to understand what that really means. First of all, to understand their potential, of course, and then how this dynamic can play out, where they don't necessarily have to be that big, strong, bigger, stronger, you know, tougher, richer person all the time, or even older, or, you know, more famous, or whatever else could be relevant for you and your situation. For a lot of people who grew up in our society, wherever you are in the world, it's a problem for men. Or, you know, even for if that's masculine in a feminine body, it's still because the energy speaks that way. There is still an ambition for that. Okay, last but not least, it's a little bit long today, sorry, but I've been away for a couple of days, so I'm sure you missed me. Some messages, oracle messages from divine masculines to feminines at this time. Let's see what they've got to say today. It's not the easiest of decks, but let's see. I hate how long it's been since I've seen you. I will message you soon. I promise I'm working on fixing this. So it looks like they're really missing their divine feminine today. That's what I'm getting out of all these messages. So basically, I'm hearing not for all of you that will message you soon, but for the majority of you, they're definitely gonna communicate with you, contact you in some way. But for those who are not gonna receive a message, at least know that there is some work done behind the scenes. And when they're saying, well, first of all, they miss you a lot, right? Maybe they don't have a chance to reach out right now. Or maybe they know that you are angry or they hurt you so much that they don't have that will right now. But they do miss you a lot. And when they say they're working on it, it could actually mean, I'm hearing for a big portion of you, that they're working on it, working on themselves. Because there's not necessarily a lot to fix in the physical right now. Maybe because there is nothing to fix anymore in that situation where you were. Like, it's not relevant anymore, it's over, it's gone. Or because it's impossible to fix it, right? There could be different things. But when they say they're working on fixing it, a lot of them are actually working on themselves, on fixing their patterns, their beliefs, working through their fears to make it so the next time you communicate, you know, it's gonna be much better. Vibration-wise, wisdom-wise, they're gonna see the world differently and gonna see you differently. 100%. I hope this message has been useful for you. Thanks very much for joining me today, and I'll talk to you later, guys.